Situated near the mouth of the River Murray in South Australia, the historic river port of Goolwa is one of only two places globally where you can directly connect a journey from a steam train to a steam-powered paddleboat at the same historic wharf precinct. This unique steam-to-steam experience links Steam Ranger's cockle train with the Oscar W paddle steamer. The cockle train is a heritage railway operating on Australia's oldest steel line. Running between Goolwa and Victor Harbour, it provides a connection between the River Murray and the coast. The railway began in 1854 as a horse-drawn tramway linking the River Murray trade at Goolwa to Port Elliot, bypassing the hazardous river mouth navigation to connect with ocean-going ships. The line was extended to Victor Harbour 10 years later, after Port Elliot proved to be a dangerous anchorage. By 1884, the line had been extended north to Strathalbyn and connected to Adelaide's rail network, and steam locomotives were introduced the following year, allowing it to become a vital part of South Australia's transport network before passenger services ceased 100 years later. Today, it is a tourist railway, offering scenic rides giving a journey through history with picturesque countryside, coastal and cliff-top views, plus the possibility of whale watching in winter. It features volunteer-run vintage steam locomotives on non-fireban days and diesel locomotives on other running days. The Oscar W was built at Echuca in 1908 by Franz Wallin and named after his son Oscar. It initially operated on the Murrumbidgee and the Upper Murray rivers. After 11 years, she was acquired by the Murray Shipping Company. Due to declining river trade, the company turned to tourism, and in 1942, the Oscar W was sold and transferred to Goolwa, where it was planned to refit her and use her as a tourist vessel. Wartime shortages made that impossible, and she was sold to another Goolwa syndicate, who suffered the same problem. She was on-sold to the South Australian Highways Department as a support vessel for the various road ferries along the river. The lack of cut wood along the river led to her conversion to oil burning. In 1960, she was sold and transferred to Mildura, where she was used as a tourist vessel and for any general work that could be found. In 1964, the Oscar W was again sold, and she headed back to the bottom end of the river, where she was slipped for major hull repairs. Unfortunately, the owner died before the work was completed, and the Oscar W was sold to the South Australian Tourist Commission, who were creating an interpretive centre at Goolwa. The Oscar W was returned to river-worthy condition in 1988. However, just 6 years later, she was again taken out of commission to replace her boiler. After almost 120 years, the Oscar W is still operational and is maintained at Goolwa as a working exhibit that is used to demonstrate how the vessels worked on the rivers. An interesting and informative commentary is provided, offering insight into the area and providing a good idea of what paddle steamer and Murray life were like. Goolwa was one of the country's most important River Murray ports in the mid to late 1800s. It was a centre for transport and trade between South Australia and the eastern colonies. The unique wharf and tramway precinct is of national significance, and the Heritage Centre, along with the Cockle Train and Oscar W, help enhance and tell the history of this once vital river port, where goods were transferred from riverboats to horse-drawn trains for transport to ocean jetties.